Hello and welcome. Today we have with us someone who is an inspiration to all of us, right from curating incredible art shows to making bold fashion choices. She is none other than Shalini Pasi. Hello and welcome to the New Indian Express. We are glad to have you, Shalini ma'am. And she is a fashion icon, a cultural icon, and recently made her debut on reality with Fabulous Lives versus Bollywood Lives. And she's an inspiration to all of us. What can we expect from your power talk today?
So I think for me, it's all about individuality. It's also about women coming together, and that's what I see in this organization. That how over the past couple of months, all of them have been in touch with me, putting in their bids, organizing it with the venue, with making every detail of my trip coming together for this. So it's all about women working together, and that's what I'm going to talk about, and of course, few other surprises.
Amazing. So, how would you define glamour and influence in today's age?
Well, I think for me, I would rather be more specific about glamour in India. I think as a country, as a nation, and as also a culture which is so ancient, we have so much that our present generation needs to discover. And I think glamour is just the very top of it. I think everything which is about beauty, is about culture, is about appearances, all comes from the ancient, and how we take it in the modern. Glamour has become a very empty word, but there's so much more to it, and it is for people like us to give it more meaning.
How do you feel coming to Hyderabad?
Oh, I have really enjoyed my time here. I love the Falaknama Palace. The city is amazing. The people are beautiful. I love the food here. And I often actually come here when I have to go to Tirupati.
Oh,
So, and I also go to Mallikarjun, the temple. So, I've done all the Jyotirlings. So, Mallikarjun is also a temple where I go often.
since you mentioned your love for food, your favorite food from here?
I think biryani and halim. Halim, I think. Yeah, halim.
Amazing. So, if you had to curate an art piece based on Hyderabad, what would it be?
I think an art piece based on Hyderabad. I think Ravinder Reddy's heads would be beautifully, could be an ode to all the women from Hyderabad with their beautiful eyes and the beautiful sharp features.
Amazing. So, if you had to describe your artwork, like because you've been in the art industry for so long, in 3 words, what would it be?
I think it would be eclectic, it would be transformational, and also personal.
You've mentioned your love for fashion and drama in fashion. So, what has inspired your outfit today? You look amazing.
Drama, I've never said my love for drama.
Fashion, like,
Okay, my love for
Fashion.
fashion. Actually, I think it's more. I don't know if I love fashion, but I enjoy good aesthetics, and I like to use things in a way that I can be more functional. So this is like, it's so hot here in Hyderabad, and this is just really, it's a lovely color, and it's functional, and it's formal, and it's arty.
So, do you put any thought before deciding a dress for an event, or you just go with your gut feeling?
I think I go mostly with my gut feeling, and also I look into, like, is it going to be warm? Is it hot? Also, like, there are certain times I feel like wearing certain colors or patterns or embroideries or even certain kind of jewelry. So it all just depends on that.
So, you've mentioned that holding on to negative emotions affect your skin. So,
Yeah.
what is that one secret mantra that you follow?
Well, I always try to sort out any issues that I have with my friends or my colleagues. And if I'm feeling something, and if I know that it was even unintentional, and if I can't let it go, I always, like, sometimes I just say, oh, maybe it was unintentional. But if I still can't get over it, I just pick up the phone and I speak to them. I said, this is what happened and this is how I felt. I know this was not your intention, and I know that you've not processed it, but this is how it made me feel. And since I value your friendship so much, I'm making this call. But if I don't value the person's friendship or, you know, their time in my life, then I don't make that call, you know.
So you've also openly spoken about mental health.
Yeah.
So how do you keep up? How do you balance everything, and how do you keep your mental health at peace at always?
I think we human beings tend to focus always on the negative and what is lacking. When we look at things, when I feel privileged that I was born in a country where women have rights. I feel privileged I could go to a school which I didn't have to like sit like in the villages. I didn't have to walk for miles, right? And I look at all that, and then I also like, what was the question? We totally forgotten.
Mental health. How do you keep up your
So,
mental health?
Mental health is about like knowing your own limitations, your own capabilities, and also like not focusing too much on the end result. Because when we focus on the end result, we are always like, it's very momentary, the end result, but the journey. So we don't enjoy the journey. We all say, okay, I have to do this. And then we reach the goal, and sometimes it's not fulfilling. But you've not enjoyed the journey also, right? So what I do is that's why I work in the arts, because I'm in the arts. I'm in a space where I'm with creative people. Like now, even with the series, I'm meeting interesting people like you, which is so amazing and inspiring that someone as young as you. So the journey you have to make the journey beautiful. So when you make the journey beautiful, then you know, it doesn't matter what the end result is. You might reach somewhere or you might not reach somewhere else, and it's been a fun ride. So enjoy while. And the thing is that God always gives you as much challenge as you can handle. So He will never give you more. He will never give you less. He'll give you. He knows your strength. He knows that you can carry this burden. So never forget that. But of course, meditation, taking out time for personal health care, taking out time for your family, taking out time to talk to people who understand you is all very important. Also very important, yeah.
Everybody knows your love for art, and I'm pretty sure your home is also a place where it reflects your art. So how would you describe your home and your love for art?
So my home is actually pretty much like me. It's big and it's impractical and it's beautiful. And I think my love for art is more about survival. It's something which keeps me going. It's actually something which keeps all of us going, you know, in our day-to-day work, like how you're wearing this kurta. It's so beautiful. It's a work of art. So art is in all the details, in the carpets, in the walls, in the stones. So art is not just what's in a gallery, but art is what we see around us, what people create, and what we take from it. So
Beautifully said. Your recent show, Fabulous Lives versus Bollywood Vibes, has gone viral, and you're breaking the internet, if I may say.
I know.
So, are you any plans of joining the industry or any further projects that you would like to talk about?
So, I mean, there's been so much. I've just had literally one vacation. Since the series came out, I've just been on the move doing interviews, actually lots of interviews, which was it was quite amazing because we couldn't keep up with replying to the DMs. There were thousands of DMs every day. So we used to individually reply or copy paste the reply if it was a similar, query about health, mental health, women empowerment, health, and so many other issues. So I thought it's better to just do a lot of interviews. Of course, now I'm doing lots of interesting ads, which I'm really enjoying because it's so different. Like reality is not scripted. And when you do an advertisement and you shoot for an advertisement, it's a completely different setup. So that's a lot of fun because they give you a script. There's a script and it's kind of funny. And so we're doing a lot of ads, lots of shows in the pipeline coming. And I think if the audiences and the viewers all over the world have been very, very kind and loving. I feel very humbled actually. Before, like Karan said to me that now you're a big star, have you become very arrogant? So I said, no, Karan, I think I was very arrogant before, and now all this love has really, like, even that 5% of bad or negativity that I have in me, now I want to even remove that, because I feel that so much love has been given and so much adulation that I want to do better. So, but I don't know what I'm going to be doing. So,
So if you had to invite 3 people for dinner from past or present,
yeah.
any fictional character or non-fictional character, anyone for a dinner party, who would it be and why?
So it would be definitely Salvador Dali and MF Hussain and I think Audrey Hepburn.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. So what
Do
is
you
the
approve?
you approve? It is Shalini approved.
Yeah.
Okay. So one fun fact about you that no one knows about.
Well, there are many fun facts. What should I say?
The best of the lot.
The best of a lot. I love white. I love all shades of white.
Oh,
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
In my personal wardrobe, which is not on camera, I wear a lot of whites and light colors. I don't wear dark colors at all.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, one last question. Any message for your fans here in Hyderabad?
Oh, any message? Please come to Delhi. And please watch the show again on repeat. Fabulous Lives versus Bollywood Vibes. Be good. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. Love your friends. Give unconditional love to everybody in your life.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
It was lovely meeting you.
Likewise.